uncomfortable situation, the categories of human beings who suffer the most are women. The categories of individuals who suffer the most are women and children, because they belong to, if you want, for the want of a better expression, the vulnerable groups, women and children. So I'm going to give you a certain narrative of how we are able to, or we should be able to do things in order not to put women and children in harm's way. I'm going to tell you that story. But first, let's have a bit of a eulogy for former Deputy Minister of Finance, John Kumah. Yesterday, we are told that he kicked the bucket. And John Kumah is one of very fine politicians that I knew John Kumah back in the day, and John Kumah calls me name. When he sees me, he calls me name, and I respond name. The last time we had a conversation, I think it was in February or so, on WhatsApp. We don't know as of now what the cause of death is, and I don't want to get into the controversies because the family of John Kumah are going through difficult times at this point. And so, if I were you, I would shy away from the controversies and the theories and focus on praying for John Kumah's family, for the Almighty God to comfort him in these trying times. I was a good man. He called me name, and I called him name as well. He used to go to the law firm at Adabraka and all of that. And sometimes when you need some education on stuff regarding finance, etc., you make a call to him on the side, or something that had been discussed in Parliament and you wanted his view as well, you will speak to him. He was one of our very cherished panelists on this show, 3FM 92.7 Sunrise. But he's gone. He's gone too young to be with the Lord, and we pray that the good Lord himself will comfort his family and friends and everybody who was near and dear to him. Another young man who used to be a resource person here on Sunrise and Community Connect on 3FM 92.7, Niaya Fio Tete. He was also gone to be with the Lord. I'm told that he will be buried tomorrow. And whenever we wanted to have a conversation about culture, about development of the youth and all that, please put Niaya Fio's picture on the thing for me. Development of the youth, etc. We're told that he passed, and may he rest in peace as well. A lot of young people dying these days, and it is not too good. But today is International Women's Day, so let's look on the brighter side. I wish that today being the International Women's Day, we will focus on Article 17, Article 35.5 and 35.6 of the 1992 Constitution. Those provisions of the Constitution of 1992 of the Republic of Ghana focus on the fact that we shouldn't discriminate. Focus on the fact that there should be regional integration. Focus on the fact that everybody should have an equal chance. But most importantly, it focuses on the fact that gender must play a key role. And I've been asking the questions where the affirmative action law is. Because we have seen laws being passed hurriedly in this country. On this day of International Women's Day, we pause to ask that question. Where is that affirmative action law? Parliament has come and gone. We still have a parliament in place. We have women in parliament, but they are always outnumbered. We have both the big political parties, that's the NDC and the MPP, make promises and pledges that, when we win power, if we win power, we will give so and so percentage of the appointments to women. Does it happen? 30%, 40%. Sometimes those are the conversations you hear. At the district level assembly or district level, of governance, do we see women actively participating, or do we push women down a certain hole such that they feel inadequate, they feel uncomfortable to step up to want to participate in the whole democratic process? Today is International Women's Day. The flowery messages will come up, and then after that, what next? I give you a classic example. Here at Media General is led by a woman, Beatrice Agyemang. Before Beatrice Agyemang, there was Esua Mensah. And if you go into our newsrooms, you would find the likes of Matilda Haynes, you find Mabel Akubanase, you find a lot of them. We have a tall list. Our head of station here at 3FM is a woman. Head of programs, Miriam Mosea, Jimanshila, Doyobo, Salma. Name them. A lot of women playing active roles, and many who have come through and gone back. It doesn't give me the faintest idea that women are incapable. It only gives me the idea that we know that they are capable, but we find a reason to make them incapable because we are either talking down at them, or we are either marginalizing them, or we are either not giving them opportunity to shine. Can you imagine, for example, if both political parties that have led us since 1992, the NDC and the MPP, had decided that they were going to have the affirmative action law in place, and that they were going to stick to the promises they make to women to suggest that 30% or 40% of the appointments were going to be reserved for women, not because they are women, but also because they are qualified. Can you imagine how things would have turned out? Yesterday, the NDC picked Professor Nana Jenopo-Kwajiman as the running mate for the second time. That will be the first time a major political party had picked a female as a running mate, opposing all the other views that said, no, we don't want her. The NDC, John Mahama, says, we want her. What will be the NPP's choice? What will be the CPP's choice? What will be the PNC's choice? What will be the PPP's choice? What will be the LPG's choice? What will be all the other political parties' choice? GCPP, what will be their choice? And there have been women in this country, the Bridget Jogbanukus of the PPP, the Nana Sapon Kumah of the PPP, the Nana Yajantuas of the CPPs. You can name them. In fact, for us here at Media General, we even made it a point that on Thursdays on TV3 New Day, we're just going to do an entire female panel. That's how we want to change the narrative. So in our very own small way, whether we are in cabinet, we're in parliament, whether we are the head of a state institution, whether we are the head of a private institution, knowing full well that the details and the data that we have from the census that is always conducted shows that we have more women in the country than there are men. How are we including the women? How are we empowering the women? How are we encouraging the women to go to school? How are we making opportunities available to them? How are we doing that? We have had, since we started this journey of Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, we have had women being at the helm of affairs. How has it helped? How has it changed the narrative? How has it improved a lot of women? So we salute all the women. We pray that God will grant them wisdom and grace, will grant them the energy and the confidence and the courage to step up, will grant them the spirit of honesty and decency and all the things that they need. Because yes, we may be talking about women, but not all women to, for want of a better expression, the best pair of hands. Some also come into government and into positions of authority to grab what they can. Now, today I want to guide you, and please indulge me, because I'm a small boy. But there's something I read about the Young Pioneers Code of Discipline. And I think that maybe if we start teaching these things in school, we may see a change. We teach them in school, we enforce them, we may see a change. This was something that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah introduced and was taught in school. And you find that, put it up there for me please, and you find that for this code of discipline, most of the people or all of the people who experienced it and were either part of the Boy Scout or the Young Pioneers group or any of those, and then had the opportunity to had this code imbibed in them, their lives are different. They love their country, that's the first of all. They are disciplined and obedient. They are honest and their morality is up there. They are punctual. They protect state property. They don't treat it as Abayjuma, business as usual. They are reliable and they are secretive. Their comradeship and forbearance is not questionable. They love to work. They have field craft. unaffectedness, selflessness, striving to faultlessness. Those are the 12. Love of country, discipline and obedience, honesty and morality, punctuality, protection of state property, reliability and secrecy, comradeship and forbearance, love of work, fieldcraft, unaffectedness, selflessness, striving to faultlessness. The 12 codes that was imbibed in them of discipline. Now, which of these 12 can you beat your chest and say that amongst ourselves, those in public service, those in private practice, and all citizens of Ghana, which of these 12 can we say truly and really exists? People love their party more than their country. People are indisciplined and disobedient. People are dishonest and they have thrown morality to the dogs. People are not punctual. They are not present. People don't want to protect state property. People are not reliable, and you tell them one thing and they go and tell another thing and they twist it like knaves. Their comradeship or brotherhood and forbearance is gone. They don't want to work. They have no field craft, and I talk about this all the time, employable skills, unaffectedness, and formal. They are not selfless, they are selfish, and they don't strive to do things without a fault. And it cuts across, whether they be tailors or carpenters or masons or typists or whatever it is. They type a document for you, there are mistakes in it. The mason does something for you, the thing is spilling off. The carpenter sews for you, the seams are, oh, come on. Maybe we should have this. And that takes me to the next thing. Yesterday, somebody sent me a video of refuse behind the Osu police station. Baller behind the Osu police station. Start playing the thing for me. Listen to it.
Yeah. Johnnies Bite, I'm giving you this baller, and then do you know where this thing is? It's just behind the Osu police station. Just about 2 meters from their quarters. The officers' quarters. Look what is happening here. Police station. And I learned all the police officers are part of what is happening. Look what is happening here. Look what is happening here. Johnny, I know you can work on this. It's very bad. For your own sake, for you to come over and see, you can come immediately. You can drive through the police station immediately after the last quarters, and then you see the place. Very bad, very bad, very bad. This thing, look, so you could see they are coming from the quarters to dump the rubbish. They are coming to dump. See them. They are coming to dump it from the police station. From the police station. So, to ascertain what is happening on the ground, you needed to come here as early as possible so that you can observe it yourself perfectly. But I'm giving you the clue for the time being. Yes. Yes. This is a concerned citizen called One Lolly. Yeah, that's One Lolly.
And if I continue playing the tape for you, you see the extent of the rubbish behind the police station. And the police station is supposed to be a house of discipline. The barracks is supposed to be a house of discipline. If you grew up in a barracks, you know. So when did we start having this? Show the baller, please. When did we start having this one? And is the IGP aware? Is the district commander aware? Is the regional commander aware? And that if people start getting ill, women and children will be the most vulnerable. And the people, if I played the extended video, you see, there were people asking the gentleman why he was recording them this early morning, meaning they know that what they are doing is bad, but they continue to do it. The land there is state property. Are they protecting it? I showed you the code. I showed you the code. Today is International Women's Day, so won't spend too much time. There are 3 short videos I'll play for you. Yesterday, I played a video from the Keta municipality and showed you how the Independence Day parade had become a political campaign ground. My good friend Emmanuel Gemega, who is the MC, and I maintain that he is a great gentleman. He sent me other videos. So just play the videos. He sent me videos of the NDC also at the March Pass and the Movement for Change, Afrafanto also at the March Pass. Just show the videos. And then they were doing their "We Want Change" and we saw the NDC flag and all of that, and the MPs were there. So this was the NDC, right? Now let's see the yellow t-shirt people there, the Afrafanto guys. That's the Afrafanto. And then also show the MPP's video with the flag. And yesterday we had a conversation. The understanding I got from him was that this is a tradition that had been going on. Show me the MPP's video, please. This is a tradition that had been going on. And then, so he came to meet it. And I said, my brother, you came to meet it, but you are supposed to be the change. I raised concerns about how the Independence Square was looking like. I raised concerns about how the Independence was breaking apart piece by piece. If you go there now, the story is no different. It's actually worsened. But then there's something that this government had done, moving the independence celebration from one point to the other, one region to the other. Yesterday you saw Kufridia, you had seen the one in Tamale, etc. So Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Dr. Bawumia came to meet independence being celebrated constantly at the Independence Square. Never mind that we had refused to maintain the Independence Square and nobody had paid attention to it, such an important monument of the state. But then they took the thing out to different regions. That's change. That's change. Even though the Independence Square maintained is in a bad shape, but that's change. So if you are the MC and you came to meet something, you change it if it has to be changed. What is the temperature in the country at this point? So what happens if I'm not a member of the NDC or the MPP or the Movement for Change and I'm a member of the PPP? How am I represented at this Independence Day celebration, which was organized with state resources, which is supposed to bring all of us together? Consensus building and also unity for development. If I'm a member of the PNC, the CPP, how do I benefit? Must it always be NDC and MPP and now Afrafanto? I asked that question. And then, my friend told me that, he just, he didn't know about this, but when they got there, the people just came and said, whoa, my brother, no. You are the head of the Municipal Security Council. You have the best of intelligence officers working with you. So if something is going to happen, in fact, you are the first to have known. And I told him that I had marched in JSS1, JSS2, JSS3, SSS1, SSS2, SSS3. We used to wear Abayan socks with those muffler. We used to wear Abayan socks and those muffler. We used to eat the fun ice with the hard bread and the boiled egg. I was part of that group. We used to be there and shook Jerry Rawlings' soft pounds. We also engaged with President Kufuor. We used to be there. And I'm saying that we used to rehearse before the D-Day. It is not possible anywhere that there's no rehearsal that is done and the arrangements are not known before the D-Day. So I told my friend that I disagree with that position. But even then, if so, on the day, there is supposed to be somebody controlling the ground. A sergeant major or RSM, somebody controlling the ground. Who knows that Group A will come after Group A will come and then Group B will follow, Group C will follow, and in that order. When we turn these things, these national things that should inspire pride and volunteerism and patriotism into political party grounds, and show the other parties as well, it becomes a sad narrative. We should not encourage it in any way at all. We should remember that we are Ghanaians first before our political parties came. We should remember that there are political parties that used to be in this country. The CPP was disbanded for a very long time. Suspended for a very long time. Their party office is the Ministry of Information, taking away from them. Today they are struggling for spaces. So we should be very, very careful how we do these things. And the mood and the temperature in this country does not augur well. So I came to meet it. So I'm following through. So I'm the municipal chief executive, the head of the Security Council, and I don't have information on this, and I'm comfortable. And I come to a place and I just see it and I'm okay. Touch wood, if anything happens in Keta right now, it will be your call. It is not good. And I know that you have the capacity to enforce change. And that's why they took you there. So learn and be like your boss. You represent the president in the municipality. You represent the president in the municipality. Whether I'm NDC or MPP or PPP or CPP or whatever PPP it is, I should be able to walk up to you, my brother Emmanuel Gemega, in your municipality. If I have a problem and I think that the president must hear it, I should be able to walk up to you. And I gave you the plaudits yesterday that when we came to host the OB there, you were very open, very level-headed, and we had conversations. We had conversations. So how did we become like this? Must everything be politics? At what point do we pause to say that this is a national assignment, this is a national conversation? The independence celebration said, our democracy, our pride. It is not only political parties that bring out democracy. There are many different facets of it. There are many different angles. But I'll leave it here. Friday it is International Women's Day, and lawyer Joyce Bauer Mukhtari, special aide to John Dramani Mahama, will be on right after this. So today we will not have community voices, but I want to say thank you to Adama West Africa for making this possible. They have Aseta, Star, Emma Star, and Trevor. They also have Agile, and then they have Wheat Block and Viseries, all good for your cocoa farms. And it's very, very important that you use those ones for your vegetables, your carrots, your lettuce, your broadleaves, your granules, your soybean, etc. So Adama West Africa has all you need. But have a good morning.